Looks like it's chugging a bit. It's really struggling. Hopefully this doesn't crash. There we go. Alright, so let's get all this going. And we want to go back to being the cop. Be a female cop right now. Also, I want to have a look at one thing, because what do we got? What do we got? I want to look at your hands. Hand right. That doesn't look right. There we go. Right hand, and we'll add one for the left as well. Also, we'll go to the back. Can make this look a bit better later. For now, this will have to do. Actually, let's preview mesh. Maybe M9. Yeah, looks better. Yes. Maybe about there. Give, take. Not the best, not the worst. Alright. How do I remove that? I forget how I remove that. There we go. Alright, so that'll do. And we want a back. So let's go with like your chest somewhere. Neck. Where's your spine? There we are. Okay, spine 2, 3. We'll go 3. I reckon 3. Back socket. Okay, so now the way I want to do you is it's probably going to be where the handle is. So let's add maybe the AKM. Alright, so I'm gonna add you. Not the worst, but I feel maybe about there. Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit. Does look a little bit like that. Also, I should be watching my own streams, so I'm just gonna set that up. Give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. There we go. Yeah, they do. Alright, so I feel like that's alright, but maybe we'll take it a little bit more like that direction. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. if I put the focus on the handles and I base this on where the handles are, hopefully that'll look okay and not like garbage. Oh, I missed a bone. I missed a bone. I need your skeleton back. Alright, skeleton, also give it a view. Yeah. Oh my god. Remove all attached assets. Okay, so I need one more and it'll be on your pelvis. Pelvis? Pelvis. Or maybe left thigh. Left thigh, right thigh. We'll call it hip socket. And I want to attach. Let's go back with the M9. M9, where are you? There you are. Alright, so we're just gonna make this look like about how it should look. I think we want to hang it off a little bit. Maybe about that. Alright. Now now we don't need you. Okay, so we got the weapon base. We might work on the weapons first. Let's go to the testing. View, game files, maps, test map. Alright, so I think we're gonna need a couple of things. First of all, do I have? Give it to you. You can stay. Get rid of you. No more you. No more you. You're what I'm looking for. Okay, so we want our equip primary, equip secondary. Maybe. Equip grenades. And maybe the support weapon. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be a structure yet. But it's going to be very different to the structure. It's just going to be like a call-in function. Drones, things like that. Maybe airstrikes. But for now, I just want that. Extraction, we don't need you. We're gonna need you. We need you. Okay. We've got everything but swap weapon. We're gonna need that as well. So let's add one more button. Maybe we'll just chuck it down here, you know? Make it a little bit. I don't want to make it too crowded, too clustered. We're also going to get rid of you. You're not going to be here. You are purely going to be here. So we're going to make a new guy. User interface. Let's make widget blueprint. I might just make health bar, and zombies can have one too. canvas, and all it is just a progress bar. 100%, that's all it is. The color, let's make it red. Nice red color. And all we want to do is we're going to have one custom event, and that's just going to be update health. Get the progress bar. We'll have two functions, two variables, two floats. Health, max health. And we get the health, we divide it by the max health, set %, and bam. That should work. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to chuck that in you. Add a widget. We're going to add the widget to the capsule. Don't see it. 2,000, 2,000. There he is. Okay, let's scale you down a bit. First of all, you're going to be a screen space. But I think at the very least, I don't want it to be so big. .5, 0.5, there we go. See how that looks. The only thing is, we can't really see it until we get in game, right? 0, 0. Have it above our head. Oh my god, I thought I fixed this. Alright, I don't know why this is always going to keep doing this. So what are we adding it to? Weapon list button. Gotcha. I'll work on fixing this later, but for now, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just Unreal's being annoying. There we go. Yeah, okay, let's see if the button works. Or if the health bar works. We got it, but it's still a bit too big and annoying. Back to the health. Zero, zero. I think that's a bit better. We'll keep that as is, but also we don't want to see our own health bar. So actually, yeah, we do. So, but we don't want it to be so close. Maybe we'll bump it to the front. I don't think it's too in the way here. Or maybe we'll add it in the back. We'll add it behind. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Alright, let's get the weapons working a bit. Let's make the guns. Make the guns. So first things first, weapons, weapon base. Class defaults. No, class settings. We're gonna want the weapon interface. And also within the weapon interface, you. Why are you looking like this? Where's my... Do you not have any functions? Alright, I guess we didn't have any functions. Alright, first of all, get weapon info. That's going to have a lot of variables, but we're going to have another one, fire weapon, and a third one, reload weapon. And other than that, I'm not sure what else we might need. I'm just gonna give myself the WTTN player character. Okay, with the weapon information, we want some outputs, and the outputs are gonna be weapon name. And that will be weapon grade. Weapon grade. Weapon damage. Weapon fire rate. Make that a float. Make that a float. Mag size. Max mag size, and let's just set ammo. Okay, so we've got the ammo, the magazine size, fire rate, blah 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 blah. I think that's all we need. Classification. I don't think I'm missing anything. Weapon base. Okay, so in the weapon base, we're gonna say let's have one custom. Nope, it's not custom. It's you. Reload weapon. So if you get called through the interface, these are what you do. Yep. And I think we want one more. No, over here. Weapon info. So the weapon info, we're just gonna make a bunch of variables. Weapon name, weapon type. knew there was one more that I was going to add to this game. Okay. It's not in my other games, but I'm going to add it to this one. And what that... And that one is going to be penetration. And with the penetration, we'll just leave you as is. But we're going to need it over here. Nope, not you. Nope. Alright, third time's charm. I got it. We're going to add it in here. Weapon penetration. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm going to make the visuals work, because I think I'm going to go with hit markers. I mean line traces. So the traces, they wouldn't really matter because the traces aren't going to do anything. So I'll add traces, but they really, yeah, I don't, yeah. I make it so that it's not obvious that the traces aren't doing anything, but well, simultaneously, yeah. So where are we? Weapon interface, weapon base. Okay, so back to the weapon base. When we fire, we're gonna do a got the static mesh. Let's make one gun. The base gun we will make. Let's make it a shotgun. Actually, no, because the shotgun's gonna work different to every other gun. So not a shotgun. Make it an M4. Weapons, assault rifles. Go with the M4. I just want to have a look at one thing with you first. Yes, perfect. I did fix that. Okay. We don't need you, get out of here. I know you're different to you. Okay. This was set up for my VR project. So, it should work perfectly. I might drop the poly count on this just to make it look a bit more blocky. This is supposed to be a blocky game after all. So if we come to you, vertices. Go like 10, maybe 20. Nah, too detailed. Too detailed. 5%. I mean, it was looking blocky. We don't want it to look nice. The goal isn't nice. The goal is block. Okay. So we're going to want a scene, and that's going to be the fire location. I usually use arrows just because they're easier to see. Yep, that'll do. Okay, so when we fire the gun, we're just gonna say new function. Fire weapon line trace. What is this? You know what I wanted. You're what I wanted. We're gonna hit a multi. We'll get the fire location. Bam. In the start. Get forward vector. Random unit vector in cones. Maybe degrees. I think degrees. Maybe radians. We're gonna play with this a little bit. We'll say multiply. Where's my? There's my. Gotcha. Make you a float. Let's just say like 3,000. Then we'll say plus, and you're the end. And for the sake of testing, persistent. Begin play. Timer by event. Custom. .2, we'll loop it and just shoot that. See if it works. Nope, you're not what I wanted. Weapons, weapon base. Okay, so you should just shoot. We don't need to make any changes at all. I got it right the first time around. And you can see, because of the radians and the cones, it's yeah, it's not completely straight, but I might make it a bit more inaccurate because it's still too accurate for my liking for this game. Let's say 0.8. Let's see how bad it is. I mean, that's still pretty good, but you know what? That'll do. That'll do. Let's make a mini tracer just for the sake of having one. So my mini tracer, let's make a mini tracer. Tracer. We'll just make a little sphere. No collision. you don't do anything. Actually, no collision might make a problem with the projectile movement. We'll see if it works or not. You're going to be too big, so 0.2, 0.2, and maybe 0.2. The red axis though, 1. Something like that. Alright, now let's make a material for it. Material. Just make it nice and. Trace a material. Texture. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? 2D. Is it not 2D? 3D. What is it? Maybe render? Nope. 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 Why am I not able to find it? It's not you. I swear it's tender. I know it's texture. Surely I've got something here that's gonna act as a little bumper for me. I think it's you. Is it you? It's not 3D, is it? We don't really need it because it's right here. This is all we're doing anyway. This must be a Unreal 5 thing. Maybe that's why I can't find it, because it's right there. So I don't need to do that. I do need it actually. This is why I need it. Son of a bitch, why can't I find you? Default texture. I don't want a default texture. I just want a blah 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 blah. Okay, let's go through my materials and see if I can find something and steal its filters. Material. What do we got? Surely we got just a basic shape. You sound like right there. That's what I want. I knew I'd find one. What are you called? Doesn't matter. Alright, so we got you now. We want to multiply you by you. And we'll slap you in there. And let's say maybe like that. Nice warmish color. Maybe 15. Turn you off. Back to you. Where's my tracer? Yeah, I want it way more, far more than you. This is what the actual bullet looks like instead of you. It's got a bit of an outline, but is that just because of dropped to 75? That'll do. That'll do. I don't like it. Drop to 20. There we go. Okay, so tracer, when we projectile movement, we want to move along the x-axis. So what we got? Velocity x, maybe 500. We want it quick. We want it fast. No. Nope. We don't want it to bounce. Initial speed 500. Max speed 500. So when we go to the weapon base, every time you fire this, we'll spawn a tracer as well. Always spawn, ignore collisions, get you. Nah. Resplit. Get world transform. That's where you spawn. Alright. Couple of issues. So the first one is you're too big. I still think you're too big. So you're now going to be dropped down to 0.1. You're going to be dropped down to 0.03. 0.03. There we go. Maybe like that. Secondly, simulate physics. Is it you? You're not simulating physics. It's got to be you. Gravity. 0. No gravity. So that's a bit better, but it's way too slow. These bullets are going to be instantaneous. So 1000. Alright, how's that looking? Still too slow. And you're too small. I think you're too small now. 3. Let's make this like 4,000. 4 times faster. Is that it? Is that 4 times faster? I don't believe it. No, you're maxing out at 900. Why? Okay, we're getting there. Maybe 6,000. Also, we are going to make one change to the weapon. Weapon base. Outputs. Transform. That's where you're going to come. Because right now they're coming out, but they're not coming out in out hits. I don't want to do it for each break. Let's just get you. Split. You're you. And we will get the fire location. Get world rotation. And that's you. Okay, so it should match the fire whatever's. For the sake of testing, let's make this 5 so it's abysmal. And we're going to slow it down so we can actually sort of see. Fire 1 every half a second. Alright. The tracers are actually too fast now. I cannot see them. So let's drop you down to 5, 1, 2, 3. Could be a bug. Oh, yeah. They're not spawning anywhere near us. They should be spawning here. With that direction. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That should fix it. Yeah, we don't want this rotation. We want to get the look at rotation. Get world location. That's where you're going. And what we want to do is find the lookout location between this and this. And that is the direction you should spawn. Bit of a mess. Another thing I don't get is I'm not sure why that's not working. Because we've got the start and the end, and that's all we're looking at. That's all we need. And these should be the same. Start point is U, and that's where it ends. So unless it's running this separately, and what we should do is promote this to a variable, not a variable, promote it to a local variable. Say fire rotation, slap you in there, and we will also slap you in there, and that way they should be the same. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say that they match now. Yeah, the lines are matching. So the issue was it was running this to get this, and then when it got to this part it was running this again. So they weren't the same. Now they are the same. Alright. Persistent, let's make you 0.5. You don't have to be terrible, it's fine. Okay, with the weapon base, let's get some sounds coming. Play sound at location. Location will be the fire location. We'll do all this later. But let's get some punchy sounds. Actually, instead of punchy gunshots, where is my intervention? The other one. Maybe that. There you go. But I want to make a change to you just a little bit. So we've got you. Actually, we're not making the change here. That's fine. We're making the change in the weapon. We're going to change the pitch. Random float in range. 0.8 to 1.2. That's just so that it sounds different every single time it's fired. You know, if it gets too repetitive, then you're gonna notice. But now it should sound a little different. Alright. Maybe we'll just turn that down a little. 0.8. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's get some particles coming. Do I have any muzzles? I should. I feel like I should. Bullet VFX. Particles. These are more impacts. I got a tracer. Doesn't matter. I might spawn you in. They'll probably look better. Okay, for the meantime, let's get ready for you for a moment. Spawn emitter at location, and that will be the fire location, just like you. Actually, yeah, what am I doing? Let's say tracer. Okay, so we'll spawn the tracer. What else do we have here? We got a little muzzle flash. This would be the muzzle flash. And I think that's all we need for now. We can add more later, but that looks terrible. Oh. Auto destroy. What do you look like? Oh, it's a loop. That's why. Never mind. Yeah, we don't want a loop. You're not a loop. So get on in there. Should just be a little flash. I can't actually see if the traces were popping. So we're gonna stop you because I know you're working, so we don't need to test you anymore. And the camera is probably around here somewhere. To see what it looks like. Traces are working, but they're not going anywhere. Do they have a did they have a requirement with the tracer? actually, that would be the point of the tracer. Okay, never mind. So we come here to the tracer. Instead of a sphere, if we add a particle effect, I think it was Niagara. It was not. Cascade. Yep, tracer. Okay, so you got the tracer effect now. Base. Okay, so stop spawning these, come back down, start spawning these again. Feels like it's spawning way too far up, you know what I mean? And it probably is, you know, because it has no collision. So what I might do, just say instead of spawning at this location, we'll say at this location minus, and we only want to minus u by like 20, only the x. Nope, make that 50. Oh, it's going off to the side. Alright, so x is going to be 0. And let's try z. We'll make it 100. Actually, it'll be y, it's the green. It's got to be the y. Alright, so you're 0. Make you 100. Okay, it's a bit better. Make that 150. Even it out at 200. It looks good enough for me, but I will bump this up to 210, 220. It'll be hidden by the muzzle flash anyway. So by this point, it doesn't matter. So we got, you know, that's fine, that's fine. But what we want to do is we're going to come into the weapon trace, and we're going to need a few more things. So with the game files, we're going to say interfaces. No, not you. Blueprints. I'm gonna make a damage interface. Take damage, and all this is damage, and I might have one more and this is going to be AP. Just make it a boolean. But this also means I need to update all the weapons again. So, weapon interface, AP. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. What were we doing? Weapon base. We're gonna add Yep, okay. So back to weapon base, get weapon info, make you a variable. This weapon will be armor piercing. Because we're gonna have some armored enemies. Tracer, that's what we need. You're an integer, by the way, and you are a boolean. Armor piercing. So back here. That's not right. Oh, it was right. Never mind. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not seeing anything that's I shouldn't have, that I need. Alright. Alright, so back to the weapons. So we come here and fire this for blah blah blah. You're fine, get out of the way. For each, let's say break hit result. The overlapping actor. Let's just say for every actor hit, then we get the weapon penetration. We say -1. Hold on to that. Hit actor, we'll say take damage, and the damage you take will be weapon damage, and it's like whether or not we are armor piercing comes into play, and then we will get penetration, get penetration, minus that by 1, and then we will set penetration. No, we will not do this. We will make a local variable, temp penna, and temp penna is we get our penetration and we set the temp penna be the max penetration. So we get the temp pen and we minus that by 1, and then we set you but before we do this, we get our temp pen and we say, are you greater or equal than 1? If the answer is true, then we do damage. If not, we do nothing. And then once we're finished, we do you. Yeah, that should work. That should work. But also, we're going to want one more. This is going to be weapon hit location, and that's just going to be a vector, and that's going to be the impact point. Oh, no, we're not doing that there. Nope, scratch that. You're fine as is. What we're gonna do is, if you go through, if you penetrate, we're gonna get this, and we're gonna spawn emitter at location. The location will be the impact point. That should be fine. 0, 0, 0, I don't think I want. We'll get the normal. Actually, we'll get the impact normal. Set that to an X. And this emitter, I think, we're going to want to do a whole thing. We might make another function. Okay, so new function. Spawn hit particles, and we're going to want a vector that's hit location, hit rotation, okay, so for each of these we're going to do this: impact point, hit location, blah blah blah, come here. We're going to spawn this, but not right now. Not right now. Local variable. Let's just save those. But also, we're going to want one more thingy from you, and I believe that is going to be physics material. It should be something else though. That's a shame. Where? I know there's an E physical. But that's an enum. It's a byte. It's not what this is. And it's what I've always used. Maybe we should just get the component tags. We'll just add tags, but I don't want to do that. Okay, I'll figure this one out a bit later. But for now, everything you shoot bleeds blood. So, where was my VFX? Right there. Particles. Okay, so for everything is just going to bleed some blood. That's fine. Flesh. Rotate, locate. For the sake of testing, let's get some of these boxes. I should hit both of them. It probably is, but the problem is, where's my weapon? Weapon base, penetration. You're by default you are now 5. No, let's say 2. So you can go through 2 objects, but not 3. See if it hits all 3. Is it only hitting 1? Maybe if I set you to 3, see if it hits 2. It is not. It's still only hitting the 1. So Tempena is you, which is you. Should only be removing 1. Actually, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let's see to 10 and see what we get. hitting the one. Is it not setting them for each one? Is that the issue? True. And I want to fire you just one time. Yeah, one time after 1 second. Okay, so we've got one single true. But that would mean that the line trace is the one that's not working. Multi-line trace. Okay, what do you look like? Yeah. This is definitely the problem. I just don't know why you are the problem. Oh, wait. It should be just, yeah, it should be fine. Oh, wait, up to and including the first blocking hit. Maybe we'll just try you. See what the traces. I know I've made this before. I never had an issue with it until now. But it was years ago I made this one. That's the thing. It should be multi-line chase by channel, because these are all the same. It's just what it's hitting is different. I don't want boxes, they're going to be too expensive. Out hits. Only registering one hit, that's the problem. The first hit. I don't like that. It's not what that's if I wanted that, I would have used a line trace, not a multi-trace. Why are you being such a pain? Maybe I should just restart it and see if that makes a difference. Because this shouldn't be working the way it is right now. Anyway, I'll get back to this later. Stupid multi-chase. You have one job, multiple things. Yeah, see, this is the one. That's what I want. Maybe we use different test subjects, meshes. No, not you. Let's get some zombies. Let's make some zombies. Enemies. Okay, so we're gonna make a character, and the character is gonna be make zombies slow. Although ironically these zombies will not be slow. Character. Get the hot dog. The hot dog will be my test. Minus 90. Okay, so we're not doing any of that. Let's just say by default, we will make you slow. Your max walk speed. You also get that. Good for you. Let's set this to like 200. Anyways, we're gonna make a new controller. Zombie AI. It's gonna be simple. Interface, backboard. Let's make Detour Crowd. Detour Crowd. I saw it in there. Let's make it that. So we'll go Detour Crowd. Zombie controller. Run behavior tree. That's why they spell it the American way. Is that spelled wrong? I know I spell it with a U. I spell it the English way, so yes, that's spelled incorrectly. Yeah, that should do. Not really doing much else. Okay, so when we come here, placed in world or spawned, and you use the zombie controller. Get number 0, there's only me, and we will set you to target. My brain's already stopping. I can feel it. But anywho, instead of you, let's now put my zombies in front of you. Missed all of you somehow. I didn't even hit one of you, the first one. How did you miss? Did they not have collision? Should be tight. It should be hitting you. Generate hit events. Still nothing. That's weird. They really don't have any collision. Do I have collision? I think the game is just broken. And I don't mean like I've done something wrong. I think I just need to restart it. Also, what is this? Add to viewport. If it's not valid, then don't do it instantaneously. A lot of shit is broken right now. I'm just gonna take a break for now.